Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today is episode 2 of Quick Canning Cuisine. And today, what we are going to use is our already canned up Louie's Italian beef. So I can't remember if we did a video on this or not, but we canned this up, in January. And so we did stew beef because we found it on sale. And then we went ahead and just made the Louie's in the jar. We put the meat in, did the spices, added some pepperoncinis. So this is a dump and go meal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our dump and go meal. I made hoagie rolls the other day, and we have our garden fresh, yep, they're dirty, potatoes. So we're gonna do a Louie's sandwich, Italian beef sandwich, and we're gonna make homemade French fries. So hopefully we can do this in 30 minutes. I don't know if it may take longer, but we're gonna go through that process, show you how we make homemade French fries, and we're gonna do our dump and go Louie's. So stick around, here we go. All right, and just like last time, we're gonna do this in real time. So we are going to start with heating up our oil for our fries. And this is peanut oil. This will be the second fry. I think we did French fries last time too, so. We'll dump that in and let that get started. Then we're gonna come over here, take care of these potatoes. I'm coming. All right, now we are gonna cut up our potato. Okay. Now these potatoes are really nice because they're fresh. We didn't harvest these too long ago, so the skins are really soft. So we're gonna do about that size French fry. And these aren't going to be out for very long, so we're not necessarily, usually if I know it's going to take a while or we're going to do a bunch, we put these in water so they don't turn brown. But we're going to get that oil heated up pretty quick and get these in the grease. We might just do 3. That's a lot of potato. We'll put that other washed potato in the refrigerator if we need to. This one's big. Okay, I think 3 is gonna be plenty. Now, when you're doing the secret to French fries at the house is you're gonna fry them twice. Once at 325, and then you're gonna crisp them up at 375. And that is really the true trick. So, get these dried off and covered. That's done. That's too much. Okay, you got to dry all the water off because you are putting potatoes in screaming hot oil, so that's a thing that we don't want to screw up. Let's get a gauge, see where we're at. How we doing? All right, we're cooking. We're coming up on 230. A couple more minutes before it gets to 3 1/4. I'm gonna move you real quick because I need a drying rack from under here. When you're working with cooking oil or frying oil, always make sure that you do not fill your pot more than half full. Because when you put the oil into, getting a pot for the Louie's. When you put your oil into the, or you put your fresh fries into the oil, it will expand. And if it's full if it's more than half full, this thing is most likely gonna just boil over. And you don't want that. I haven't cut into any of these hoagie rolls yet, but look how they turned out. Oh, I'm so happy. And they smell good too. It's a darn good recipe. These sandwiches are huge. I'm probably going to cut mine in half and only do half at a time because I'm not necessarily that hungry. Y'all, my dishwasher's running for like the 3rd time today, so excuse the noise in the background. I might be able to get all these to one batch. That would be great. Ooh, we're real close. 11, 14, 17. Yep, we're there. Okay. Let's get these in. Now remember, this is the first fry. So this is just kind of like cooking the raw potato. I like to use my towel as the means to get the fries in there. We want these to float around. Oh yeah, that's good. They'll fit. Okay, looks great. So now these are gonna go probably, oh, I don't know, anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. I just kind of keep an eye on them. Maybe in about 7 minutes, I'll pull one out just to kind of test it to see if it's getting soft. And then we'll put these into the drying rack. And then we will let this come up to 375 and then do the final fry. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna prepare the Louie's. This is one of those recipes that Greg and I like to call fast food because it's this simple. Pop the jar, dump it in, done. All we gotta do is heat it up. So it's kind of our version of fast food. We kind of like it. So we're gonna put this on really, really, really low because it doesn't, I mean, it's already cooked. It's room temperature when we put it in. So we're just gonna watch it and stir it. I love our version of fast food. Oh, and for the Louie's, all we did was just follow the directions on the package. So this is what we call a spider. This is gonna help us get all these French fries out of here without making too terrible of a mess. Longest thing we gotta do is fry French fries. See, I'm kind of pushing on them. And it's still it's giving me some resistance still, so I want to let them go a little longer. Oh, I just taste tested the Louie's. We're going to top it with some provolone cheese. And then I am going to toast the sandwiches here on the middle griddle. If you're in the market for a stove, get one with a middle griddle. We save so many dishes with that middle griddle. So we have Louie's over there, fries over here, and we're gonna do the bread right there. I'm just gonna take, because this is cold, I'm just gonna take and do this with the butter and then set the sandwiches on here because it's too cold to smear on the actual bread. So we're just gonna do it backwards. That's enough. There we go. Let those fry a little bit. All right. See, these still don't look done. They're starting to give a little bit, so that's good. A couple more minutes and then we'll pull these and let the oil get hotter. So yeah, longest part of this process, frying potatoes. And I try to use as minimal oil as possible because obviously, like water boiling, the more oil you have, the longer it takes to heat up, yada yada. So, the other thing I want you guys to notice is the sound of the frying is getting lower and smaller and the bubbles are getting smaller. That's also a sign that these are getting closer to being finished. It's the same with chicken. Anything you fry is like when the bubbles get quieter. Oh yeah, there we go. It went through. Okay, let's get these out. That was fry number 1. We're gonna put them on a drying rack. We're gonna let this oil come up to 375 this time. That'll give them a hard fry. They'll brown up nice. Cook the outside. And I'll show you over here in just a second. So what I do is I place a paper towel underneath, just a dry rack right there. Just put a paper towel there, let them dry, drip dry, while we're waiting on the fry oil to come back up. Let's get you closer to everybody. We're gonna turn up the heat on the meat. Since we're coming in hot on the grease, let's do this, see how hot we are. I like to do this and kind of zhuzh it around a little bit because in case there's a hot pocket in the grease. Okay. 225, 274, 322. We're climbing, y'all. 60, 64, 73. All right, 375, we're there. So these go back in. Please be careful when you put these back in. That is hot grease, okay? Be very, very careful when you put these back in. Okay. And they're back. I'm gonna move them around just like we did. And now they're gonna fry at a higher temperature to give them that nice crisp outside shell. All right, let's check on me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the color change already at that higher temperature. You see how it look right here? They're getting brown. That's nice. And they're starting to float. When French fries float, they're done, or they're close to done. Nice. Starting to get some bubbles. I'm hesitant to, I was gonna plate, but I'm hesitant to plate because I don't want to make these soggy. So, all right, where are we at? Oh, we're coming up on 20 minutes. Yep, we got some floaters already. That's a good sign. We're boiling. All right, real quick. We're gonna make hot ketchup because we like hot ketchup. So what are you gonna do? Ketchup, that's about a half cup. And then we're gonna put some sriracha in there. About a quarter cup. That's how we do our spicy ketchup. Now Greg might go after horsey sauce. He could do all kinds of stuff. Depends on just what he wants. All right, let's go look at these fries. I think we're gonna turn that down. That's heated through. Fries look awesome. And they're so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and plate up Greg's sandwich. Those fries are really close. So I am gonna use a slotted spoon because all I want is the meat. I don't want the juice. I want the juice on the side. So this is how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna throw some of that meat back in here. So I have some for my sandwich. Okay. Put that there, that there, that there. And now we're gonna get some cheese on here. And then I'm gonna zap it in the mic just to get the cheese to melt real quick. Let's do mine. So that quart jar made both of us a sandwich apiece. I'll put mine on there. And then let's go look at the fries. Oh wow, they look really good. See how they're floating now? They're close. Let's look at the cheese melt. Oh, we're good. Here's Greg's. Whoa, look at that. Okay. I'm gonna scoot you over, top you. Mine's going in. Now, if you don't have a microwave, or you don't like using a microwave, you can put those under a broiler if you have a broiler. All right, these guys are coming out. Look how pretty and golden they are this time. They were white and pale the first time. The other secret is to these is salt or pepper your fries as soon as they come out of the oil, because then the salt will stick. And we are going to use Lowry's. I like to put Lowry's on my French fries. Lightly. Let's plate up. And then we'll get our official taste tester in here. Ooh, we're doing it. We're at 25 minutes, y'all. All right, let's plate these. And then we'll get some au jus. We're gonna call it. Obviously you heard my, yeah, there it is. My sandwich is melted, so. All right, let's get some au jus and call it plated. And what do I mean by au jus? I mean the liquid left over from the jarred meat. That way we can dip in the sandwich. All right, plated. Boom. Where are we at? 25:48. Sweet. There we have it. And I have the official taste tester here. So he's gonna give it a go. Does it taste like regular Louie's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How's the bread?
Bread's super good.
Cool. We were kind of worried about the flavor having it canned, and so do you think it carried over? Like, you know, when we make it fresh?
Yeah. Louie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It actually, I don't know if that's the right word. Has like a fatty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Almost like a beef stock.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's not fatty, like the taste.
Yeah.
It's probably from setting in a jar. Just.
Yeah. All right, test that fry for me. And I made some sriracha ketchup for you. Tell me if I cooked it all the way. I think I did.
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. Good dinner. Sorry I'm sweaty. I was out in the garden.
No, Greg was out picking in the garden. You should see. You'll get another garden update here soon. You should see what's coming in. They are so beautiful. His peppers are so amazing. All right, y'all. This was Quick Canning Cuisine episode number 2. And the official taste tester said, game on. Now you know how to make homemade French fries, and it's very simple to do. Can the Louie's directly. We've got confirmation that worked. So, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next episode, bye, y'all.